Welcome to episode 69. Nice. Of the Communication Error Podcast. I'm your host, John Ebo. I don't know the long saying. I'm not going to do it. Cheesy can do it when I introduce him. But, yeah, episode 69. We got there. Nice.
You know, it kind of just pisses me off a little bit that, one, you took that away from me. And then, two, you're not even going to do, like, a proper intro for the show. You know what I mean? Like, I should have had episode 69 and then, gave it, like, this grand reveal. And you just...
I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? It's a funny number. We got to the funny number.
Yeah. But I guess you could do something like, welcome to episode 69 of Communication Error, a gaming debate podcast where we may not always agree, but if we listen to what one another has to say, maybe we'll be able to fix our communication error. I'm one of your hosts, Cheesy, and the man who is so, just the worst. I don't
immature to think 69 is still funny.
It is, though. And you know what's funny is, like, even I think kids on the internet just know that it's a funny number because the internet has made it a funny number, but not like the context behind it.
I'm pretty sure they know the context behind it.
Maybe, but that's not what we're talking about. Johnny, how was your weekend?
It was good. I went to the zoo.
Really?
Yeah.
They let you out?
Oh, wow. And I'm gonna. All right, so the zoo is.
Wait, are you explaining what the zoo is?
No. The zoo is not that fun.
Aww.
You want to know why?
Why?
All the animals are asleep.
Yeah.
When you go.
Yeah, you have to go. That's because you went at a bad time.
Yeah, well, we tried to get there early, but then there was like an accident, and it took forever to get there. So that by the time we got there, it was like almost 11 a.m. Yeah. And all of the big cats were sleeping. Mm-hmm. Like the rhino was sleeping. They didn't even have elephants. Apparently, elephants are not that common anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
At zoos, we saw some giraffes. Those are cool.
Yeah,
but we went with Kelsey's brother's partner and kid. So we had a young kid with us. So he was having fun.
Yeah. I can understand though, like if you go to the zoo and all of the animals are sleeping, it's like, well, I probably could have pulled up like National Geographic and seen them more active.
It's also kind of depressing just thinking about animals being in cages.
You know, I've thought about that before too, but it's like zoos are supposed to be saving animals. So like otherwise the alternative is them.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it's still a little bit like sad.
Yeah.
When you think about it, but yeah, they are. A lot of them are endangered. Like, so they're being, was it conserved, reserved? I don't know. Mm-hmm. They're just trying to not have them go extinct.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool, but it's not that exciting to just go and be like, oh, there's a lion sleeping.
Yeah, but I can't blame the lion. I feel like if I was a big cat, I probably would be sleeping too.
Yeah, dance monkey, dance, please. Yeah, the monkeys are the ones that are usually like up and about and causing trouble. The gorillas are really cool. The gorillas are cool. But yeah, that's what we did over the weekend. How about you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was pretty busy. Hannah is a event director for a HOA. So just like that whole community gets together. And she had a big event this week, and it was for a kids triathlon, which is so cool to see. Like these little kids just have so much like drive to do a triathlon, and I can't even like dream of doing one.
Is it like a real triathlon, or is it?
Yeah, so they swim, they bike, and then they run. And so like there's different age groups. There's 6 through 7, and then 8 to 9, and then 10 to 11, and 12 to 13. So like the young ones, they're not gonna go the same distance as like the 12 and 13-year-olds, but still they do a triathlon, and it's just crazy. It's so cool.
That is cool. Back in my mid-20s, we got really into like we tried to get into fitness, and we would do like 5Ks, but I can't imagine doing a triathlon.
Yeah.
And the 5Ks we did weren't like we weren't competing. We did like fun runs. We did one that was like a zombie chase where you had
On your
like
phone?
3 flags. It was
okay.
we had 3 flags on your waist, and then there's zombies like across, like scattered throughout, people that are playing zombies, and they try to take your flag, and if you lose all your flags, you're infected and you die.
Oh, okay.
I survived.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, I did survive.
Nice.
But that was fun. And then we did like the color run. Then there's this other one. I forget. It was like a bubble run or something where you run through a bunch of bubbles. Yeah, that was super fun. But now I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. That sounds awful. I'm old. My back hurts, and I probably should do stuff like that. But
it's cool. Like, I think they've kind of, ever since We Fit pretty much became a thing, like, I think all different gaming companies have tried to figure out, like, how can we make exercising fun? And I noticed one recently, and I haven't checked it out, but it's like some kind of Marvel run. And I think it's by the same people as there's an app where like zombies are chasing you, kind of like what you were saying. But this one is like train like the Avengers.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got anyway, text that to check that.
This episode is a little different for our listeners that may be used to the show, because we had a guest on last week, which is something that we don't normally do. Like, this would be the episode where we have a guest on the show. And we talked about the GameCube. It was a great conversation, very nostalgic conversation. Johnny is still collecting GameCube games. And do you have an update on that?
I'm kind of on hold for GameCube because I shifted to something else, and I don't want to go completely broke right away. I shifted from GameCube to collecting Switch games.
Oh, okay. So,
mainly like Pokemon games.
Okay.
But before we get into it, let's do some server maintenance. Or what do we call it?
Server maintenance.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, before we get into it, you can do some server maintenance. Make sure you leave 5-star reviews on Spotify and and Apple. And on Spotify, we're up to 40 reviews. Can we get to 50 by the end of the year? You don't have to write anything on those. You just put 5 stars, and that'll be awesome. On Apple, we did get a new 5-star review.
Hey.
And we're also at 40 reviews on Apple. So let's get both of those up to 50 before the end of the year. We got some months. All right. I shouldn't read this one because I don't approve of it.
Okay.
It is 5 stars.
What does it say?
It says Super Mario it's titled Super Mario World is better.
Keep reading.
It's from Triforce Hero 3. I have listened to every episode at least 3 times, excluding the brand new ones. That's impressive.
Yeah.
The way the show is presented is very well thought, and the contention between the hosts always makes me laugh. I was introduced to the show by N64 Josh and the Nintendo Powercast. Shout out Nintendo Powercast and Josh. Very, very early on. Keep up the great work. Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the Kingdom. Johnny Bo is wrong about everything.
Yeah, one of the best reviews we've gotten on this show.
That's all right. I'll take it. I'll take my lumps. I'm okay. I'll be the hated one. That's fine. That's where I shine more.
It is interesting because I think we are going to have a conversation on this, but you were wrong, and now you're coming around to a different opinion.
I don't know if I was wrong. It's just a different thought process.
So you're changing your mind.
I'm changing my mind. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so I'm going to change my mind to everything that you think is right, and then everybody will think that thing is wrong. It's all part of the master plan.
Oh, because you joined my side, so it obviously is wrong.
Your side's wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't like.
But yeah,
this.
I think we will do a follow-up episode, a remastered episode, or a revisited
deluxe version or something like that.
Yeah, a remastered or a remake.
Yeah.
That'll probably be next week, I think.
We're being cryptic about it, but
if you've been watching my videos because you subscribe to John Ebo on YouTube, you will know what I'm talking about. You should definitely check out my YouTube, all my socials, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and the Nintendo Powercast. And then follow Communication Air on all socials too. So.
Yeah, and follow the Nintendo Powercast. And Josh and Crawler are going to PAX. I know they're going to be making a lot of videos around that. They're going to be playing the new Echoes of Wisdom and Mario Party Jamboree. And maybe there's something else.
And a Nintendo Switch 2.
No, I don't think so.
But there is a Nintendo. There are 2 Nintendo Directs tomorrow. This will go live. Okay.
Yeah.
So since we're recording before the Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
And since we don't have a ton of stuff to talk about the GameCube, let's make a prediction. All right.
Okay.
Let's do what is your, so we have an indie Direct and a partner showcase.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
What is your most wanted announcement for both directs?
Oh my god. I don't think it's possible, but I still would love to see Hi-Fi Rush on Switch. I think that's probably the successor, but Hi-Fi Rush would be really cool to see.
What about indie?
Indie, I mean, like the obvious answer has to be Silk Song.
I still have the clown wig. You want me to get the clown wig?
For you?
For you, for predicting Silk Song. Get out of here.
I don't know, man. Like it's just, what are they doing? What are they doing? I mean, I get it. It's like what, 4 people in this team. Like,
yeah,
you would hope
I mean, they screwed up. They announced it way too soon. But I understand why they did, because it was a Kickstarter goal, right? It was a stretch goal for Hollow Knight, which Silksong was not supposed to be its own game. DLC. It was supposed to be DLC. Yeah. So they announced it because the backers were probably like, "Yo, where's this at?"
Yeah.
So I understand why they announced it, but it's just way too long. People are starting to turn on them. Like, even Jeff Keighley posted that picture of Hollow Knight with the clown makeup on. So I don't know. I would be shocked. Could you imagine if they shadow drop it tomorrow? People would lose their minds.
If they shadow drop it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. I don't see that happening. What do you have a prediction for both?
So for indie, I would love if Balatro got an update. Like if there was new content announced for Balatro.
Okay. Yeah.
They did announce like they're still going to support it, so I'm hoping maybe we get Balatro.
Well, they had a roadmap, didn't they? Or
I don't know. All I know is they said that they're making content.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't been following many indie games. There is an indie game called Death Must Die that I want to come to the Switch. That's another like Vampire Survivor like.
Mm-hmm.
Plucky Squire we know is coming out in a couple weeks. Probably see a trailer maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's not going to be a ton of stuff. There's probably going to be one big thing.
Give me a Chibi Robo, like either Chibi Robo has come back.
Oh, there is a spiritual successor of Chibi Robo. I just saw it. I think it's on Kickstarter right now.
Or it's okay.
I think it's being Kickstarted. I think so. I might be wrong. Listeners could correct me, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I really want. Like indie games, I haven't followed too much. But maybe put Pal World on the Switch.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
And for the partner showcase, I mean, there's the rumors of Call of Duty, which I hope we see like I don't know Modern Warfare remastered or whatever, like the COD 4, and then that tells us like, oh, okay, we're gonna get whatever, we're gonna get Call of Duty on Switch too. But what I really want, which I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I want Jedi Survivor on Switch because they are releasing it on PS4 and Xbox One, so I think it could work on the Switch.
Well, and I was listening to Nintendo Powercast last week, and then because I wasn't on there, and then you were on Nintendo Prime and Stash Steve or Stash Gaming. What is he go by now?
Gaming, yeah. Shout out.
Yeah.
He's getting me to buy all this stuff.
It's all his fault.
It's his fault. I blame him.
But both of you kind of mentioned Indiana Jones, since it is coming to PS5. Like,
yeah, I just don't think. I think it's a Switch too. I think it's like.
I think so too. But like, if we already know the announcement for the PS5, like, why can't they just say what? Like, just say the year it's coming out. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's the successor.
I wonder if they will do that. I wonder because I'm thinking third parties are getting antsy to announce their games for the successor.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they just say 2025, but
yeah. Do you see something for Monster Hunter Rise? Or what's the new one?
Wilds.
Yeah,
I hope so. I'd like yeah, those are pipe dreams. Like I would love and I think they will come to the Switch too. I don't see why not. Monster Hunter Wilds, they are just waiting until the Switch successor gets announced because there's no way they're not putting it on there. And you know, Xbox is we've already gotten Grounded and Pentiment on Switch. So Switch 2, you would think that we would get Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush and Indiana Jones and Starfield. Like whatever they bring to PlayStation, you would think that they would try to bring it to Nintendo Switch, the successor, because everything on Xbox needs to work on the Series S. And the Series S is not that much more powerful than a Switch. So you would think it would work on Switch too. Or Switch successor. What if they just... I saw somebody say this. What if they just call it the Switch successor because they keep tweeting? Like, there's no news.
That would be amazing. That would be very Nintendo of them to just be like, it doesn't need... It's the Switch.
It's just
and Switch. It's the successor.
It's the next one. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're 18 minutes in. We haven't talked about GameCube yet.
All right, we'll talk about it. What are you... You said that you're on hold right now, and so that you've been collecting Switch games.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I've been collecting Switch games because, honestly... Well, part of it is because of the GameCube collecting. Because I want the Pokemon games. And the Pokemon games are really expensive on the GameCube.
You mentioned, though, how you put GameCube on hold because you didn't want to go broke. And now you're talking about collecting the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
And I understand it's for Switch, but, like, dude, what a rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, but I could get 10 Pokemon games on Switch for pretty much the same price of the Gale of Darkness right now.
Yeah, but which one would you want more?
I mean, I want Gale of Darkness, and I'll get it eventually. It's just... I have a feeling if I have a video that like pops off because of I talk about GameCube, I'll probably use that money to put it towards GameCube stuff. Just hasn't been the case yet. But no, so yeah, I've been collecting Switch games because they're readily available now. Best Buy was doing a buy two get one free deal on Switch games, so I got as many Pokemon games as they had, which I think is like 6 or 7 of them. I didn't get Sword and Shield. They didn't have those physically for some reason. I didn't get new Pokemon Snap, and I didn't get Mystery Dungeon. So I'm still missing 4. And
Pokemon Snap is so good.
it's not. No, it's not. It's not good.
Yes,
I just want to. I just want to collect it.
It's very good.
It's not good. It's gonna be worth. It's gonna be worth some money down the line. That's why. But that's why, because I'm trying to buy these games. I was trying to get the Pokemon GameCube games. I realized that they're super expensive. Then I'm like, oh no, that means every Pokemon game is going to be super expensive down the line, which probably won't be the case. And even when you think about it, if you hold on to this game for 20 years, like Gale of Darkness is 20 years old, and it only increasing, well, I guess it did like 5 times in value, but these newer Pokemon games are not going to go that high in value. Like,
yeah.
And most of the GameCube games, like we were talking about how they are fairly expensive, but not really. Like if you just apply inflation to 2001 prices, you're paying $70 or $80 for those games.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, yes, you are paying kind of the same amount as a Switch game, but that's a game from 20 years ago. Like, should it be that much?
Yes. Things should retain value.
No, yeah. I get that. So if they retain value, and we kind of talked a little bit about it last week, but I don't think we didn't really like dive deep into it. Is GameCube coming to NSO?
Probably. I would think so. Maybe not on the Switch, but it probably on the successor.
Yeah, so all of our like our accounts are just carrying over. I would assume.
Yeah, I think they confirmed that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have another tier. I'm sure they're gonna have Nintendo Switch Online Basic, Nintendo Switch Online Expansion, and then Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Plus, or something like that.
Yeah,
like they're gonna charge us another $20-$30 a year, because right now it's $50 for expansion pack, and regular is like 20.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do the family plan, it's actually not that bad, especially if you're splitting it with other people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think GameCube will come to the NSO. I think we'll get GameCube and what's the next handheld? DS.
DS.
So they'll probably do GameCube and DS.
Yeah. Now I guess I just keep trying to think about how they do DS, because you need that touch screen.
The Switch has a touch screen.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, the way the Wii U worked, like it was, you could have the full screen on the gamepad. Like you didn't have to have the gamepad as a touchscreen, and then it was actually really hard to play it like that with the gamepad as a touchscreen, and then the TV as the main screen.
Yeah.
So it was actually easier to play.
How do you do that if because the Switch has to be in the dock if you're playing it on the TV?
Well, there are games that are touchscreen only.
I know. I'm thinking of Luigi's Mansion. That was a 3DS game, the second game, and that used both screens, and they figured out how to redo it. But I imagine that's got to take some time instead of just porting it over.
That's probably why we haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
But no, I think they could. There are Switch games that are touchscreen only, and you have to play them in handheld.
Like what?
Oh man, what's it called? It's from the people that make Guacamelee.
And it's only touchscreen?
It's only touchscreen, yeah. Forget what it's called. Actually, I could probably Google this.
Oh, I guess they also had Brain Age in Japan, right?
Yeah.
I think that was only touchscreen.
Touchscreen only Switch games.
What are you finding?
It's hard to
Not a
find.
lot.
I know it's not many, but I do know there's at least one. It's that one from the makers of Guacamelee. I forget what it's called.
Well, the comments will tell you. They're screaming at you right now.
It's like, and then like that World Ends With You had a weird control scheme. I forget what that one was. But yeah, whatever. I know it exists. I'm not wrong on that one. So,
are there games other than like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker? Yeah, other than those, let's just say that you really want to like come to Switch from GameCube.
From GameCube? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, people probably know what this game is, and I think there was multiple iterations of the game. It's called Custom Robo.
Okay. I gotta look it up because that does sound familiar.
It was a Nintendo-made game, and was you like built a robot, and then you put it in an arena, and you just fought other robots.
Okay.
I think there was a GameCube game, and then there was a DS game, I think.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. That's one of my games that I definitely want to pick up because I played that a lot as a kid.
Okay.
And I would love to see them bring that back. But you had mentioned the Wario game, Wario Land. I think it's Wario Land. So
Wario World.
Wario World. So there was one on the Wii, but that was the last time we saw the Wario World games or whatever it is. Yeah. I'd like to see them bring that series back.
Yeah.
I don't know who developed that.
Well, if you're thinking of like Shake It, is that what you're thinking of? Wario Land Shake It?
Is that what it's called?
Good feel.
Okay, Wario World. That's what it was called on GameCube. I'm seeing who developed it. Developed by Treasure. Never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know if they're still around.
That'd be cool. I was thinking too, like, I don't think this is gonna happen, but with the partner showcase, one of the games I played a lot on the GameCube was Def Jam Vendetta: Fight for New York. And have you heard of this game?
I mean, I've heard of Def Jam.
Yeah, so you're basically just playing as a bunch of hip hop artists, and it's just wrestling. And you can like grab items from the crowd. Like you have a crowd that's like circling around you, and they're like holding items, and you can like go over and grab like a beer bottle or something and smash it over someone's head. And you could play as like Ludacris or Method Man.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
Or Snoop, or
I've seen this.
It's so much fun.
I wonder if hold on. I just want to see. Hold on. I was gonna like try to show it on.
Yeah.
But I think I screwed up my my stuff.
Yeah, communication error, trouble, technical difficulties.
Well, yeah, we'll try to figure
all
that
part
out.
Of the show.
Actually, hold on.
I kind of like that idea of our show. Is like, wait, let me show you something. Let me show.
Hold on.
Oh no, I can't. We're technical difficulties over here.
We should try to get that. Now I have it in a. Hold on. Maybe I'm not gonna. Let's not show it this way.
This is riveting for audio listeners.
Riveting audio listeners.
I don't know. Like, it probably doesn't age well, to be honest with you. But it was a really fun game.
I'm actually I'm scared to play this on screen because I might.
It was just like a good time to pick out some of your favorite like hip hop artists.
Hold on. I got I'm not gonna play the music, but I have something.
Okay.
I'm just seeing who's on here.
Oh, you're gonna like pull up the roster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're checking out the video, you could see the player select screen.
And who's on there?
I don't know. Are these actual people?
Yeah. So let me see if I can pull up the image that you're looking at. We've got.
I'm on a YouTube. I'm on a YouTube thing.
Oh, okay.
So there's Briggs, Deja, Penny. I don't think these are real people.
Def
there might
Jam,
be like one. There might
York.
be one or two. There's one just called Spider.
There was Slick Rick. There was Busta Rhymes. There was Carmen Electra, Danny Trejo.
Maybe I'm not looking at the right one.
Yeah, and in this story, they all had different names. So like Snoop Dogg.
Oh, there's Ludacris.
His name was,
okay, I see
his name was Crow. Yeah.
There's a lot of characters in here.
Yeah, it was just a good time.
I don't know. This might not be the right one. Def Jam Vendetta.
Fight for New York.
Oh. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find that one.
And like the story mode was a lot of fun. I don't know. This is probably super niche, and I don't know if many people have played this game. But
okay, Fight for New York. I just want to see if they have a way to show all of the characters.
Oh. But yeah, you know, it was like just during the time of when fighting games were kind of alive and just doing.
I found the
Did you
intro.
find it?
I found the intro.
Oh no, I don't remember what the intro is like.
It's ridiculous. Oh, there's Danny Trejo, Ludacris. Yeah, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this audio only, you should check out the Spotify or the YouTube video to see what this looks like. This is ridiculous. They're all jacked.
It's wild, yeah, and you can like push people in front of like trains or throw them on cars, or you could do combos like a tag team. It was.
I don't think that this game would hold up.
No, I don't think so.
Is Eminem in this?
No, he's not.
I think there's 50 Cent. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know many rappers. Is Snoop Dogg?
Snoop his name is Crow in this game.
Oh my god. This looks brutal.
He's like the leader.
You're like slamming people's heads in the car doors.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to mark this for explicit content now. Okay. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I still own that game.
So Def Jam Vendetta Battle for New York. That's your pick.
Yeah, like if they brought it back for, you know, the partner showcase, something that's just like, whoa.
I would love.
They brought Def Jam back?
I would love if they did show GameCube games at the partner showcase as like, oh, here's the NSO stuff coming. Like what? Just trying to think what partners, like what third parties would put stuff on there. They were probably the Capcom.
Yeah.
With the Resident Evil games. And yeah, I love Beautiful Joe. I think that's one of the coolest. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I remember that being like a phenomenal, like a really cool game.
No, I think that still holds up.
So
but like,
the Capcom 5.
When you think of like GameCube games from other partners, trying to think of like what else comes to mind.
Yeah, remember the Capcom stuff. It would be cool to get Eternal Darkness. And I know that's not a third party. I think that was actually made by Nintendo. But if it like shut off your Switch or made it seem like it was corrupted data,
yeah,
that was a ride. That game was a ride. And Geist was another one that was a mature
you
game
guys.
from Nintendo. They would have to have, the GameCube mature tile,
Uh huh.
like they have for the N64,
Oh no.
which we
Don't.
only have two
Well,
games on it right now. We have Turok, and there's a Turok game on GameCube.
but
I think there's a couple.
what if they just take that mature tile or the like N64 and just turned it
And
into
just all the
Nintendo's
mature
like
stuff.
mature tile?
That
Yeah.
would be cool. I would be down with that, because
Yeah.
there's not ever gonna be that many mature titles. Like there's just not, there's, well, we might get Conkers because
Mm-hmm.
of the rare stuff, but there's no Nintendo mature N64 games, I don't think.
Speaking of games that probably don't age well,
Oh,
like I
no, Conkers
Conquer
definitely doesn't.
Conquer's a great game, but I don't know how do you bring that to a
Turok
Nintendo
does not age
console?
well. That is a really messed up game. Like it's very not PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I
it's
haven't
like
played it, so
it's like native. It's not
okay.
good.
Let's see. People are talking about like remakes of Resident Evil, Lost
Yeah.
Kingdoms, Tales of the Symphony. Um,
Oh, there's like
NBA,
Biden Kados and
NBA Street.
oh
Dude,
yeah, SSX
God, bring
Tricky.
those games back. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize there's 3 SSX Tricky games at least
No,
on
knew of
GameCube.
the
There's at least 3.
I only knew of the one where you could play as Luigi, Mario, and Peach.
Is that an SSX Tricky?
Yeah, yeah. There's one game where you can like just snowboard with them.
I used to love those games.
Sonic
because they were-
Adventure,
Yeah, the Sonic games maybe.
Star Wars, which I mean, like we have most of the Star Wars games, don't we, on Switch?
Yeah, a lot of the N64 games, but yeah, there's Rogue Leader on there's a bunch of stuff they could bring. Actually, I don't
Rebel
think
Strike.
SSX 3 is on GameCube. I think it's might have only been one on there. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that they could just bring. There's Billy
So-
Hatcher.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that too. Harvest
Chibi
Moon,
Robo.
like,
Yeah, Chibi Robo would be another good one.
yeah.
I didn't realize. So I was looking at GameCube sales, like sales units. I didn't realize. I thought it sold at least 30 million. It only sold 21 million units.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
And then what Wii U sold like 12?
13. So yeah, when you put it in perspective, GameCube only sold like 8 or 9 million more than the Wii U. And people are like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, it's not a failure."
Yeah, so you brought that up last week, and you made a video about GameCube, and you mentioned that it failed, and people were like, "Oh, I thought people really loved the GameCube." Where do you think that comes from? Like, why?
Nostalgia
over
blinders.
time?
I think it's nostalgia blinders because people love the GameCube games, and they just assume that since the games are good, that people actually bought them. But that's not the case.
Yeah, but then you have just a small minority talking about the GameCube games, and like, not many people bought the console, so not everybody got to experience it. So how does it become this beloved thing?
I think it's like a cult classic type deal. You know how there's movies out there that people just love,
Yeah.
but so they're so niche that they just have like a cult following. That's what the GameCube is. Like everybody remembers PlayStation 2 being this like phenomenon of selling so many units and everybody having one because it was like a DVD player, it was an entertainment system. And then GameCube was just kind of a novelty that not many people had. And now the people that had one are like our age. So we have the nostalgia for it.
Yeah. One of my favorite memories with the GameCube that I didn't mention last week was my neighbors and I, we decided that we wanted to like go camping kind of, but we're young kids. So we decided to like put up a tent in the backyard, but we wanted to have like a TV out there and the GameCube out there. So we would just hook up like extension cords into the garage. And we just play GameCube all night while being out in a tent. And it's just like, you're up so late and you think everything is funny, and then the next day you're like, oh, remember that was so funny, and then it really wasn't. You were just so tired that it was a good time. But yeah, we played like Melee, we played Mario Party, and I mean, did you ever bring your GameCube anywhere with like the little handle?
No, I don't think I ever bought the GameCube anywhere, but I remember taking the memory card for Animal Crossing. Because
okay.
The way you could visit other people's villages was by putting your memory card in when they have their memory card in, and you get to visit, and then you could get you could get their fruit that way.
Gotcha.
I always thought that was a cool little concept.
Mm-hmm.
That you could. That's how you visit each other's town.
It's just through the memory card.
It was through the memory cards.
Yeah.
And like you needed there's two memory card slots on the GameCube. And if there weren't two, I wonder if they designed the GameCube specifically for that.
For Animal Crossing?
Yeah, because why else would you need two slots?
Because it didn't have a lot of space.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, and Animal Crossing took up a whole standard memory card. Because they gave you a memory card with it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was one of those little gray ones. And, it was 59 blocks. I vividly remember it being 59 blocks because they never called it like megabytes or whatever. It was blocks. And GameCube took up the whole amount. So. But yeah, I don't think I took the GameCube anywhere. I'm not sure.
I like how they showed that in the advertising for Switch, though, when they like were talking about, yeah, this is kind of like the NES, and this is how the Switch resembles the Super Nintendo. And then, oh, remember how you could bring your GameCube anywhere with you because it had a handle? You could bring your Switch anywhere with you, and it's like, it's not really the same.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that part of the marketing.
That was their investor meeting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had the handle. And the GameCube was small. It is small, so it's easy to carry around. The discs were small, so it was easy to carry around. But yeah, I don't think I ever did that. Unless I don't know. I don't even know. No, I would in case I wanted to like have multiple Smash games going, but I don't know. I don't remember doing that. I remember. I mean, I took it to college.
Mm-hmm.
It was easy to move. And
then you sold it. Then you sold it. So wait, you took it to college and then you sold it?
Yeah, I took it to college. So I vividly remember playing it in college when I was a freshman. So that would have been 2006. Yeah, it would have been 2006. It was the year that the Wii came out. And I think when I got the Wii, I'm like, oh, I don't need the GameCube anymore. So I sold the GameCube.
Oh, well.
But I mean, I didn't keep the games either.
Yeah, so that was silly because, like, your logic did kind of make sense because Wii can play the GameCube games, but then you got rid of your GameCube games.
It also wasn't cool. Like, it wasn't cool to play Nintendo games at college. Like, you were a loser if you played Nintendo games. It was either PlayStation or Xbox. I remember selling my GameCube and then getting an Xbox 360 like the next year, so I could play Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
And then after college, I'm like, oh, you know what? I actually really just want to play Nintendo games. But then I
And full
sold.
circle,
Yeah,
Call of Duty might be in this partner showcase.
that'd be cool. I hope it is. I think it is the like a Spanish account, like one of their Call of Duty Spanish accounts.
Oh, did they
Like
leak
they
it?
tweet it and they were like with the eye, looky face.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's gonna be there. I think we'll probably get like Modern Warfare remastered to start, and then Switch 2 will get the main series games. But I would play the heck out of Modern Warfare remastered on Switch. That's what I played in college. Because when I was in college, it was
Mm-hmm.
2007, and that's when COD 4 came out, and everybody was playing COD 4. So I would love to play that again. I mean, I played it on Xbox, but it's not the same. The Switch is better.
Yeah. It should be a fun time. Yeah.
I made a video. It showed gameplay of Double Dash, and in the video I said games weren't better back then. There just wasn't anybody in your ear telling you that they suck. And
Okay.
the comments that I got on that post, man, rose-colored glasses on everybody. But they were like, how do you say this when you have Double Dash gameplay in the background? Meaning they think Double Dash is the best Mario Kart, which I disagree. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best Mario Kart.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since I played Double Dash, but it's still. Maybe I also have like rose-colored glasses on. Still think it's a pretty fun game. The fact that like you could team up with other like Mario and Luigi, if they teamed up together, then they have a special power up. The same way that like King Boo and Petey Piranha had a special power up, and like that's something that we haven't really seen in Mario Kart since. Is like each character has their own power up that is unique to them.
Yeah, no, I do wish the distinctive or special power ups were in the modern Mario Karts, but I think that has a lot to do with balancing.
Sure.
Because like when you're driving around in Double Dash, you see giant like Bowser shell go down
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi suck. It's just
I don't remember which one was that.
It's just the fire. Like it's just like a spread of fire.
Oh, yeah.
There's sucks. Yeah. So it's definitely, and somebody has a chain chomp. Forget
that was so I always played as Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, and they had the chain chomp.
Yeah, I like the concept. It's just I think the balancing is not there. But I know like Mario Kart, it's not really balancing. Like it's not really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not. You're not supposed to be competitive in Mario Kart. All right, Josh and Crawler, you're not supposed to be competitive in Mario Kart.
Oh man, this sounds like you're gatekeeping.
It's not Smash Brothers where you are supposed to be competitive in Smash Brothers.
Well, hold up. You don't have to be competitive in Smash.
I just don't know how you. I know there is competitive Mario Kart, but like, how could you have
Nintendo
competitive Mario Kart when you have items? Like, I don't understand because it's such RNG.
Yeah. Get good. You can smuggle items. Do you not listen to Josh?
It's called bagging, by the way.
Okay.
Not smuggling.
You can smuggle.
You noob.
You could smuggle.
But I hope that the next Mario Kart is just a Mario Kart Ultimate, where they kind of bring everything together. That there's like a Double Dash mode. There's they have all of the items that they've ever had in a Mario Kart. Like that would be dope. All the tracks that they've ever had in a Mario Kart. That'd be really cool. All the characters.
Pass.
Why?
I just think like we already did this with Smash. If we
And
do
then
this
Smash's
with
Ultimate is amazing. Smash Ultimate is the best Smash Brothers. How can you say you don't want it when Smash is the Ultimate is the best Smash Brothers?
Where are we at with Marvel right now? Like, didn't we just
Where are we
kind
at
of
with
already?
Fortnite? Fortnite has everything in it, and people still love it.
But that's unique to Fortnite.
Mario Kart Ultimate would be amazing. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong on this.
I just think that it's lazy.
Well, what do you want them to do?
I don't know, because I'm not the developers.
So
I'm
yeah,
not Nintendo.
no, that's not. No, you can't do that. You can't be like, oh, that's lazy, and then not have any suggestion of what they could do.
It's very lazy. I mean, like, yeah, the thing worked the first time, but now it's like.
So you're calling Sakurai lazy? You're calling Sakurai lazy. You hear this?
No.
People, everybody said Cheesy is calling Sakurai lazy.
I would never.
You walked into that one. If you're calling Mario Kart Ultimate lazy, Smash Ultimate is lazy.
All right, fine. It's not the. Yeah, I don't know how I can get out of this one, to be honest.
But it would be cool to have the double cart feature, like just a mode. Like it doesn't have to be the whole thing. It can be a mode, double cart. They could have like anti-grav mode. They could have. I just think it should be more of a platform than just like a singular game.
I kind of want it to just be like, what's the new like Forza game? That is, I think it's Forza.
Talking about Forza Horizon, where it's like an open world.
Yeah, and just like seeing everybody out, just like ghost racers. You know, I'm sure there'll be ghost racers because whatever, Nintendo has some kind of fascination with ghost players. That I think it would be kind of cool to see them like jumping off ramps and going over like Peach's castle or whatever it is. But we're all just kind of in this open hub.
MMO Mario Kart.
Yeah.
The cool thing about Horizon, which I think Forza Horizon is unique and special, is you could drive around. You do see ghost cars of your friends, but you could just drive around to different events. So it's an open world, but you just drive, and there's like little race events. So instead of what they usually do, where they just have the cups, they could put the cups like in the world, but you could still drive around like the Mushroom Kingdom. Like that would be really cool. I doubt that they'll do that though. But I mean, it has been 10 years. I hope that they thought of something.
It's been longer than that, hasn't it? Or no, they came out in 20.
Yeah, it's been a little over 10
2014?
years. 2014, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't believe you called Sakurai lazy.
Okay, all right, calm down.
That's ridiculous. GameCube. I was pulling something up. Oh, I was pulling up a comment that we got on Spotify.
Okay.
From Rizzle. It says, great episode. The sports games on GameCube did have way more content than the Switch Sports titles. I don't know if that's true. Where's the proof?
Okay. That's probably. I think the sports games were just more unique at the time. They probably have more charm. I think that also helps. Maybe they don't have more content, but they have more charm than like what we have now.
Because I'm thinking of I played the Wii version. I didn't play the GameCube version of Strikers. And all the Wii version has is like cups, and then it did have an online mode. But it only had cups. It didn't have like, and then there were some characters you can unlock. Maybe that's what they mean. You just have. I kind of miss unlocking characters.
Oh, I do too.
But I do believe that's an accessibility thing.
I think it's that, and also like it's just hard to make unlocking characters a fun surprise because of the internet. Because I remember when you would unlock characters, you're like, "What? This guy is in the game?" Or like you just didn't know.
That's why
But
you
now
gotta
that we
play
have
at
the
midnight
internet,
and play the whole night all the way through
yep,
and
yep.
unlock the good stuff. Or people could just stop being jerks on the internet and not spoil everything as soon as it comes out.
Oh man, I mean, like tomorrow we're gonna see people posting images from the directs and sharing like
I mean, I might be doing that.
little memes here and there.
Because
I
it's
know
not, it's not,
everyone's gonna
it's
do
not
it,
like
but
a movie. Like, who's gonna care about a partner direct or an indie direct? Who's gonna care? It's not like you're spoiling the games. You're just showing like what games got announced.
No, I'm just saying the internet has become so predictable.
Yeah, like all the videos that went out today, like, oh, Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I predicted it.
Mm. Yeah.
That's lazy.
Yeah, I will agree.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about. I'll have to go back. I do want to pick up Strikers and Sluggers. Yeah, actually, I do want to get most of the
Which I want to make
like,
a correction.
tennis.
I said that I have Mario Sluggers because I thought that's what it was called. It's just called Mario Superstar Baseball.
Oh, Sluggers
Yeah.
must be the Wii version.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, then I want to get the baseball game. I want to get all the Mario sports games, so power tennis and golf. And I'll report back to let you know if they have more content or not. So I don't know.
I just think that it's the GameCube was a lot of fun. I think it was just a different time in gaming where everything still felt kind of new. We were trying new things. And now we've gotten to a point where like it can be new, but also just it's kind of we're used to it, I guess, that it doesn't have that same kind of freshness.
Yeah, I mean, I think companies are trying to are safe right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, I understand why, because they, they're spending a lot of money on these games. So, yeah, of course you're going to be safe and know and do what sells, so you could at least make some of your money back.
Yeah.
Like look at Concord, the new PlayStation shooter.
Uh-huh.
They spent 8 years on that game. Rumored a couple $100 million, and less than 1,000 people were playing it on Steam.
Yeah.
All because, like, honestly, all because these jerks on the internet only want white guys as protagonists.
Is that what the controversy is?
There was a lot of like the character design, or they had pronouns in it. The character designs were woke or whatever, and I want to say that it doesn't matter, but I think it does. Like, I think these people are actually having an effect on the gaming space, not just the gaming space, on the whole entertainment landscape. We saw with the Acolyte that got canceled because people thought it was too woke.
I mean, yes, and I'm not saying that there aren't people that aren't like that on the internet. I can say just from my own experience, I didn't watch the Acolyte because I just didn't have time for it, or I saw like the people were saying that it was kind of not like the greatest. So just from my own take is like I just didn't watch it. So I don't know if it's good or bad. But when you have
it's not a good look to cancel shows that have non-white leads. And when other shows like Daredevil gets a second season without even premiering the first.
No, I totally get what you're saying. And I think the point that I'm trying to make, because you brought it up, is does the internet really have a big say, or is that just a small minority, and this like studio heads or developers are looking more at the numbers? Like, I think it's incredibly sad that nowadays it just comes down to an algorithm. Like, they have to look at their algorithm and just be like, well, are people watching the show? Are they not? Because if you think about like the people that are voicing their opinion in a negative way about the show, like they would be helping those numbers, wouldn't they?
No.
Because they're watching it.
Because these people, the people that are negative, the big creators that are negative, are spewing all this nonsense. So all the people that watch them don't watch the show because they're just gonna take this creator's word for it at face value. Like they're not watching it for themselves. The same thing is happening right now with Star Wars Outlaws. Like there's some big creators that are saying it's trash and like they don't think the protagonist is attractive enough. So all of their little minions don't. These people aren't playing the game. They're not. They haven't played the game. But they're like I made a video. I released a video today, and I released a positive one. And all the comments that I've gotten are like I'm a paid shill, or like how much did Ubisoft pay you to say this? So anybody that's saying that they like the game or that they're enjoying the game is getting attacked online by these idiots, and then less and less people will want to post positive things about this form of entertainment. So yeah, it does affect viewership, and it does affect how many people are playing. I'll be interested to see how many people get Star Wars Outlaws. Because it's been it's as soon as they showed the initial character model of the protagonist, people hated on it immediately without even playing it, without even seeing gameplay. They immediately hate on it.
I mean, we've also seen that just recently with the new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's going to be another one that's going to be off. Like I'll probably play that one. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but if I do like it. Will I put out a video saying I like it? I don't know.
Yeah, will people buy it? I mean, you've said before it's Ubisoft, so just wait until it goes on sale. So no, they probably won't buy it.
Yeah, I mean that's another issue. They definitely dug their own grave. I mean, I wish it wasn't made by Ubisoft. Like, people know to wait for it to go on sale, which is fine. I don't think you should buy things if you know it's going to go on sale 2 weeks later. Yeah, wait on it. But these people are attacking it for completely different reasons, for the wrong reason. So it's just going to hurt it even more.
But
so the problem is like we don't get these stories. Like we don't like the Acolyte's done now, so that story's done. Outlaws might not do well, so that story's probably going to be done. Concord, who knows what that was going to be, but that's probably done. Like we don't get this. We have to get all these same stories. So people want different things. They say they want different things, but then they attack anything that's different. So yeah, of course people want like now these companies are going to be safe.
But what I'm saying is, like, I think just to kind of bring it back to the GameCube, maybe the reason why that game or that like console and the games are so beloved is because doing less was better.
Wasn't though? Nobody bought it.
We're trying to do too much.
But nobody bought it.
Yeah.
Like, was it better back then? Because nobody bought it. Nobody bought it. So, no, it wasn't better.
But if we can look back at it, can you, like, appreciate what it was trying to do?
Yes. But it's another thing. Since people didn't buy it, we don't get that anymore. So, yeah, it does suck to see that, Nintendo trying, like, putting a backpack on Mario or... Wind Waker with its cartoonish style. Like, we're not going to see stuff like that anymore. Not initially. Because
because what?
People didn't buy it. And if that were to come out today, I know we had the internet back then, but if that were to come out today, people would just roast it.
Is the same thing going to happen with Echoes of Wisdom?
I mean, I think there are people out there that are already unhappy about it. But I do believe Nintendo games they stray away from that sector of the internet. Hopefully they don't get caught up into it. Mm-hmm. But if they release another console that is not that powerful, then yeah, the people are going to get on about it. Like, I want them to try new things. I do. But the games that are trying new things, they're getting destroyed online and nobody's buying them.
So what's the answer? Because I mean, you can't just.
You just got to do it. You just got to try to change. Like, you just got. Who cares if it doesn't sell? You just got to keep doing it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sure Luigi's Mansion didn't sell that well on the GameCube, but they put out more iterations. They put their faith into it.
And that's exactly why I think ARMS 2 will be a game.
I hope it is, but I don't know. I mean, they put out an Everybody Want to Switch, so you never know. But that's what these companies have to do. They have to stand their ground. I know it's not good for business, but they have to like stand their ground and be the ones that be like, no, this is what we want to do, and we're going to continue to do it.
Yeah, it kind of makes you like realize why people get so upset on the internet when they try something new and they're like, oh, it flopped, it failed. I can't do this anymore because nobody likes to see my stuff. And then you have these big companies that are kind of doing the same thing when before they were like, no, yeah, it didn't work, but we'll try it again. And maybe it will be something. But now you have these companies that are like, no, that did terrible. We can't do that again. And I know it's a little bit different because they're actually spending millions of money just to make a movie or a game or whatever it is. And you're just a content creator who is spending valuable time trying to make something that people will enjoy. But you can understand how some people get really down about that.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, I understand you want to do what works, but for like creators, you try new things, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. For businesses, yeah, they definitely lose money, but like if they want to actually make a difference, they have to like stand on business. They have to stand behind these things. And I don't think that's going to happen. Like I think we're going to get very safe games from now on, because even like when you think about it, Tears of the Kingdom is super safe. They just took their, Breath of the Wild, their best-selling Zelda game ever, and they made a sequel. Like, just they added new mechanics, but it was essentially Breath of the Wild.
Wow, you're calling Enuma lazy? Wow.
But I mean, Smash Ultimate is safe for what they could have done, right?
Oh, so you agree with me?
Yeah, no, I was joking. It is like It is like if they wanted to do something different, like reboot the whole franchise, but it probably wouldn't have sold.
I mean, but I think you're gonna have to do that at some point, because now, like, how do you go from here with Smash?
I think they will reboot it, especially since Sakurai said that Smash Ultimate was his last one.
Sure. Yeah.
So this would be the chance to reboot that series.
Yeah, he's not letting go of that series.
I know.
There's no way.
And people are like, oh, well, he said it's the last Smash. It's like, no way. It's the best-selling fighting game ever. There's no way they're letting Smash go away. That series.
There's just no way that Sakurai is gonna let somebody else try to make a Smash game. I just don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, their Nintendo's top selling games. I'm trying to think, are very safe. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is just the port of a game from their previous system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing on there that is a huge. I mean, Breath of the Wild was probably their biggest risk.
I think Pikmin. I'm gonna throw Pikmin in there. It's not their biggest titles, but I think when it comes to,
they are standing on business on that one. They want to make that one happen.
Yeah, and they have little Pikmin in Nintendo World, and like they're really trying. I mean, I know it's also Miyamoto's baby, but like,
but Pikmin came out in the GameCube era.
Yeah.
Is that the Metroid Prime was, when they first went 3D with Metroid.
Yeah.
So that was a risk.
Luigi's Mansion.
Even like Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah.
He's on Dinosaur Planet. Even Star Fox Assault, where he gets out of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't do that anymore. Like they had one new IP, two. I mean, if you technically count Ring Fit, which I still don't. I think that's like part of their Fit. I think that's part of their Fit line. Wii Fit, Wii U Fit. They all have Fit in them. But they had arms.
Johnny,
and then everybody went to Switch, but everyone to Switch doesn't really count either. And then I guess Labo, which they killed. Mario Kart Live.
Well, yeah, I mean, how much cardboard can you have in your house?
I'll be interested. See, that's why I'm excited for the Switch 2 to get announced, because we won't get a new IP until the next system.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, okay, it's not for sure, but it's more likely. I think though, like, you were saying that they just don't take risks anymore. Well, when the Switch came out, that was a big risk. Right after the Wii U. And then you have Breath of the Wild, open world. Then you have Super Mario Odyssey, which, like, yeah, it's a Mario game, but you just don't know how it's going to play out. You're throwing this cap and you have to become like the enemies, I guess, or the helpers. Like that's what Mario becomes. Arms was a risk. I guess you could even say 1-2 Switch was a risk because it was a gimmick.
Yeah, it was a tech demo. Well, I mean, releasing that as a separate game was a risk. This is a tech demo.
True.
It should have been a pack-in, but it worked out for them because it sold so much that they definitely made way more than they put into that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, early Switch life cycle, yeah, I can see them taking risks. But as it went on, it's just like, okay, here's another remake. Here's another remaster. Like, when was the last time? Pikmin 4 was in development for like 10 years.
Uh-huh. But what's your question?
I'm just trying to think, like, when was their last, like, main game that they released? Like, heavy hitter. Tears of the Kingdom.
Probably Tears of the Kingdom,
sequel,
yeah.
Though. That was a sequel.
So what are you going for?
I'm just trying to think, like, they haven't taken a risk. They haven't taken a big risk in a while.
Well, that would be what? Like a new IP? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, something like that. Or you're changing up one of their... I guess Kirby and the Forgotten Land. They changed that up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Luigi's Mansion 3 was just the same thing. Link's Awakening.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Yeah. I mean, that's a Fire Emblem game. I don't know. I just think there hasn't been anything, like, mind-blowing that they released since Breath of the Wild.
But I think, to kind of bring this back to GameCube, because, to be honest, who knows what this episode is about? But we did try to keep it with GameCube. I think that is the reason, even if people didn't buy it, that is the reason why people love it so much, is because of how experimental it was at the time and things that they were trying to do differently.
Yeah, no,
Even art styles were different then.
yeah, I agree. It was a risk, and it definitely didn't pay off for them. Just like the Wii U was a risk, that didn't pay off for them.
But I guess the moral of it is like, even if you fail, you got to get back up and you just keep trying new things, and you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to see what happens next generation with the next Nintendo console, because we had GameCube, which flopped, Wii, which did really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't say it flopped.
Wii U flopped, and then Switch did really well. Wii was a big risk too, because the competitors were going with like HD gaming systems, and Nintendo had they're like, all right, we're just, the whole system's motion.
Yeah,
right. It's all motion controls. That's a huge risk, but it paid off. So I'll be interested to see if the next system, I think it's just gonna be a Switch 2. So will people actually care by the time it comes out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of have been beating this drum. Like, yeah, I think they'll be excited for it, but it's also just the internet really, like, content creation really happened around 2017, which is when the Switch came out. Like, when people were getting serious and diving into a niche and creating content, that was like 2017. And now, if the new Switch comes out, will people be excited about it? Probably for a little bit, but I think we're just going to go into the same repeated cycle that we are in now.
I think it all has to do with the games. I don't think people care about the Switch 2 that much.
Yeah.
I think people care about the games that will come out with the Switch 2.
But and that's kind of what I get at too with you, is like how much you want a new Switch. It's like, dude, we have so many games now.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it.
What do you mean I don't get it?
You don't get it. I don't care about these games. I don't.
I know, and that's the go play some other games, man. There's so many games out there.
I play games all the time, but it's not what I really want to play.
What do you really just want to play a Zelda and a Mario? So when those games come out,
hold on. I really want a new 3D Mario
console.
Yes, I really want a new 3D Mario, which we won't get until a new console. I really want a new Mario Kart, which we won't get until a new console. I really want a new Smash Brothers, which we won't get until a new console. New Animal Crossing, new console. It's not. I don't care about these spin-off games. Like, I don't care about Brothership. Or Mario Party. Like, they're not exciting.
Ooh. Oh, no. Jamboree looks fun.
It's a Mario Party game.
You're just sad because you don't have friends.
I can play it with people online.
Yeah, exactly.
But Mario Party, like, it's not exciting. Like, a new 3D Mario is exciting. A new Mario Kart is exciting. Smash Brothers is exciting.
You're not going to get all of these games within the first
but
year.
It doesn't. I don't care about them. Like, I'll play them, but it's not like what I'm looking forward to.
No. What I'm saying is that you're not going to get all of these games that you are wanting in the first year. Like, they're going to spread it out.
We'll probably get a 3D Mario and a Mario Kart the first year.
Yeah. Yeah, that
if we don't, that's ridiculous.
But if we do get that, then you just have what? Zelda to look forward to, and then what? And then that's the end of your excitement for the console?
Smash Brothers.
Okay. And what else?
Animal Crossing.
And then
when they stop doing the stupid rule of one per system, we get another 3D Mario. Well, no, I get it, but I'm so sick of playing Mario Kart 8. It's been out for 10 years. I don't go back to Animal Crossing because that hasn't gotten new content in 4 years. Smash Brothers, we haven't gotten new content in years. Like, these gaps are way too long in between games. Way too long. 7 or 8 years for a 3D Mario. 5+ years for a Smash Brothers. 10 years for a Mario Kart. 10 years for a Donkey Kong. Like, get out of here. No. It's annoying. It's annoying.
It's annoying, but then I guess going back to our conversation earlier is like they're just repeating what they did before, and it's not anything new. So
we
if
don't
you're
know.
wanting like
each 3D Mario is a different experience.
Yeah.
Each Mario Kart's a different experience.
Takes time.
Not 10 years. Get out of here. 10 years? No way.
Every 2 years, it's not going to be a good 3D Mario.
Every 3 years, every 2-3 years, I think they could. How far apart were Galaxy 1 and 2? I think they were 2 or 3 years. And Galaxy 2 is arguably better than Galaxy 1.
Yeah, but it's still Galaxy. Like, it's not really new.
I would have loved the Mario Odyssey 2. I just want new content for a 3D Mario. Like, that would have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This one per system rule is so stupid, especially when their systems are 8-10 years long. So next time, all right, here, you want to feel old? So the next time Mario Kart comes out, if they stick to this plan, I'm going to be pushing 50. That sucks.
Quality over quantity.
Not 10. Quality. We've been playing a port of a Wii U game for 10 years.
I mean, it has.
Yes. No, the tracks, whatever. It's the same game.
The tracks do add to. You're talking about how you want added content. You got added content.
No, it's not.
It's the same game.
It's not what you're. No, it's not what I want. I want a different game. Like, it's a different.
You complained about Tears of the Kingdom.
About what?
Saying that it's like the same game.
No, I said it's like it was a safe bet for them to do it that way. I love Tears of the Kingdom. Heck, if they would do that for if they do 2 iterations for every generation, that would be amazing. You have Breath of Wild, which was phenomenal. Tears of the Kingdom, which was also phenomenal. Like, why couldn't we do that for Mario? Why couldn't we do that for Mario Kart, Smash Brothers? Like, it doesn't take 10 years. 10 years. You know how long 10 years is? It's almost almost a full education process. It's 2 elections. It's 2 Olympics. Like, it's too long.
More Olympics than that, but yeah.
Well, it's 2 summer Olympics.
Yeah, there you go.
Plus a winter at the end. This is 2 years.
Yeah, but I think it's every 2 years you get a winter. Every 4 years you get a summer.
As a content creator, you should want the Switch 2 to come out anyway.
I mean, I do. Like, I want it, but I'm telling you, I think it's just gaming isn't exciting right now because, like, there are exciting things in gaming. No. There's kind of what we were talking about earlier is just like people that are just crapping on games that you love.
Well, you got to stand on business, right? I'm standing on business. I'm putting out more videos. I don't care what those haters say. I'm putting out more videos saying I like Star Wars Outlaws. You got to stand on business, all right? Screw the haters.
Stand on business. This is the first time I've ever heard this saying ever.
Really? Oh my god.
Stand on business?
Yeah, get out of the house. Jesus. I don't know. We're an hour and 23 minutes in. This last half hour was nonsense. I'm sure the listeners are going to have a lovely 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. If you want more content like this, let us know. We wanted to talk about the GameCube again, kind of like what we always do is talk about a topic again. But, you know, we already had the guest on for the first week. And I think that really just like, that's the fun is when you bring on the guests. For us to talk about it again is like, I don't know. You already heard us talk about it. That's why we bring on the guests, so we can hear what they have to say. But I do kind of like all the stuff that we talked about in and our rants and whatnot. I'll just say I'll leave it up like the last words of Archer. You know, Archer, the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great quote that was, "If it's a mistake, it's not a mistake if you learned from it."
Communication error.